All right. Well, why don't we start our workshop here tonight? Maybe not while I'm working, but we're planning to go see my wife's family for a bit. Yeah, hey, Wolfblade. Yeah, and obviously not while working. I don't want you to get fired or something for taking an extended lunch break to to raise a beverage with a friend. But yeah, if you're passing through, if any of you are passing through or by or whatever, let me know. And I mean, worst case, what I could probably recommend a place to you. So as we can see up here in Cyberpunk Red, there are 10 roles that you can play. And I mean, there's more because you can technically like multi-class, or the concept of multi-classing in D&D, because you can take, you can take ranks, or like it's measured by ability roll. You can take roles, ranks in your roles in different mixes here. So kind of like how Wolfblade was talking about his custom built character with his DM. You can always do a blended character over here as well. If you all want for St. Patrick's Day a really good drink that's also green. Hi, Dingo Panic. Go for a Tokyo tea. It's a Long Island iced tea, but instead of the shot of Coke to put in for color, it's a shot of Midori melon. A Tokyo tea. It's really good. And there's also a lot in there if you're hoping to relax after a very long and stressful day. It's just a little bit for the color, Heretic. If you don't like Midori melon, that's okay. Right? But it's green tea, Japanese, Tokyo tea. You get it? Well, I mean, that's an alternative. I I I think Midori does not taste bad. Or is some, I mean, like, I don't want to drink a cup of it. I don't want to drink, I'm not going to pound like a cup of Midori, but well, let's find out who this character. Are we gonna have a bartending character? Maybe. Let's see. Let's find out together. I am gonna need your all's help. Wolfblade, Twillis, Dingo, Heretic, Bap, Bane. Who else is hanging out tonight? Awkward Mancer, I think, is still here. J.K. Hunter, Kragar. Kragar, did I say howdy to you? Well, howdy to you if you just came in. Lord Jesus Crust. If you're here, I could use your help. Who else might we have? Osric might be hanging out. Celtic Lady, Velocity Arrow. We have a bunch of people who raided in with Raven. I'm here, but please don't call on me for rolls. Okay, Fluffy. All right, so we have a lot of people here ready to go. Who are we going to meet tonight in our workshop? And there's only one way to really know, and that is one way to know, and you gotta go. And how do we make a character in Cyberpunk Red again? Ah, yes. We pick a role. Now, in this case, we're going to roll a role. So, Awkward Mancer, I would enjoy you getting us started tonight with a 1d10 to tell us the roll that we are rolling. Lands on a 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A Medtech. Okay. So this character is a Medtech. It starts out at rank 4. Their role ability is interesting. In fact, we'll go to it because that's going to give us some skills and such. Or at least we can add the skills later. But to show off that it's a little bit different here, let's go to page 142 for the role abilities and Medtech's here. Medtechs keep people alive who should be dead with their knowledge and training. In the time of the Red, they are as much mechanics as they are doctors, caring for people who are oftentimes more machine than human. The Medtech role ability is Medicine. Whenever the Medtech increases their medicine rank, they also choose one of the following 3 medicine specialties: surgery, medical tech pharmaceuticals, or medical tech cryosystem operation, to allocate 1 point to. The medical section contains additional uses, so I don't want to choose this just yet, because we could split it up or go super heavy into one. I want to meet our character first, but this is going to give us some points in the surgery skill, and is going to give us some other things to consider. This one's not quite as cut and dry as the Nomad or Rocker Boy. So, congratulations, we are a... do I happen to have Hornet's Pharmacy on hand? I do not, Jesus, no. Heretic Trance says, bartenders are half therapist, half drug dealers. Awkward Mancer says, my last Shadowrun character was a hacker / medtech. And half wizards adds blood and pavement. More machine now than man, twisted and evil, says Sierra Echo. Alright, we're going to run our life path. The life path is a very, very potent part of your character, and is going to help both you and your GM come up with a way for this character to exist in the story and to live in a society, right? Sierra Echo, may I please have a 1d10 roll in chat for our cultural region? Yes, they also have some shaman in them, as they're good with spirits. North American. Okay. So we are North American. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 different languages here from which we can choose to have 4 ranks in as part of this background. Can I get Heretic Trance to roll a 1d7 in chat? Exclamation point 1d7. I think I have a d7 in the chat bot. If not, we're going to find out. I swore I did. All right, I'm sorry, Heretic Trance. Give me a 1d8. And, of course, you land on the 9. But you know what that means? That means that you get to choose. So, Heretic Trance, what is... you can either roll again, or you could just choose off the list between Chinese, Cree, Creole, English, French, Navajo, or Spanish. Your choice or your roll. Creole. Oh. Okay, then. Yeah. It's because Stream Elements did a big update last month at some point in time. And when they did, they fixed their dice rolling bot, which I had to account for when I programmed the dice rolls, because their dice rolling bot would not consider the last number in the range. So if you were to roll a D20, and I only put the range between 1 and 20, you could only roll a 19 at the highest. So all of the dice had to have one above what they were, because I needed 21 sides for the bot, the Stream Elements bot, to consider 20 sides. After their big update, where the bot was down for a while, it was, it was actually kind of down for a couple other times after that. It looks like they fixed it, but I haven't gone back to fix the bots. So on a D8, you can roll a D9 because now their ranges incorporate the final number. Oh, to Sawmill Creek. Yep, I know exactly where that is, Wolfblade. Awkward Mancer says Creole is basically roll twice and land on English and French. Yeah, I guarantee. At this point, it's a D7. Yeah, and that's a good case there, Awkward Mancer. At this point, the D6 is a D7 because it'll finally... It's actually taking the final number in the range into account. So we do. We do have a... we do have a D7 in a roundabout way. All right, so... We have our North American cultural region, and we can speak Creole. Well, depending on when your birthday is, there's a lot of festivals throughout the summer here, Wolfblade. I can give you some advice on it. Not that you have to reveal personal information, but there's a lot of things happening all throughout the summer. All right, now, what is our personality? Dingo Panic, will you please roll 1d10 in chat? Yep, so that is going to be both the Ohio Bike Week, which is a big motorcycle rally out on 250 in downtown, as well as the big, it used to be just an anime convention out at the Kalahari Resort, but now it's more of a mixed pop culture, called Colossal Con, yep. It lands on a 9. We are intellectual and detached. If you go to Kalahari, it's a big indoor water park resort. And hey, there's going to be a pop culture convention there also. That being said, you might want to get your room now if it's not already booked up. All right, what is our dress and personal style? Can I have... Jesus, while you're here, I need a 1d10 roll from you, please. And then, I'll ask for... Bane to roll next. So, we get a 3. Urban Flash. Flashy technological streetwear. Urban Flash is our preferred clothing style. Our hairstyle... it's not Katamari, it's Kalahari. No, not Breakers. It is Castaway Bay. Yeah, our Medtech has some drip. Yeah, there's Breakers, which is the old hotel on the peninsula, and then there's Breakers Express, which is a more modern one off point. Bane lands on a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our hair is striped. We have striped hair. All right, now, what is an affectation you are never without? And can I get... let's see, Wolfblade? I don't think you've rolled yet, right? Wolfblade, can I get a 1d10 roll from you, please? Exclamation point 1d10. Yep, hey, if you need suggestions, let me know, Wolfblade. Lands on a 2. Oh, Mirror Shades. Mirror Shades. I don't think the striped hair is what has been lovingly dubbed as danger hair for that similar reason, Awkward Mancer. Ever since I heard that term, it makes me chuckle. I mean, maybe we, yeah, more like a polecat, and probably less like we have danger hair. Hey, GMV, good to see you. Yep, confirmed our Medtech has drip. Wolfblade says, well, I know I'm going to try and get the wife a spa day or something, and I might come and hang out at the shop. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome, Wolfblade. All right, next up. What do we value the most? Blood and Pavement. May I please have a 1d10 roll? And Game Master's Vault, before you click out of this window, I'm going to call on you also. That's the penalty you got to pay for showing up and saying something. BAP gives us a 10. We value friendship the most. Now watch, we get like 0 friends, right? We just want to know people are friends, right? We're like a marriage counselor or something, or like we're not actually, like we don't have people in our life, but we want to help other people with theirs. And what are let's see, and how do we feel about most people? Game Master's Vault! Exclamation point 1d10 while you're moping in the corner. Yeah, hey, Wolfblade, I can help you out with that if you need to. And if you're going to be in town, I can hold it off to the side for you if you just wanted to come in and pick it up when you visit. We're going to solve the problems with the power of friendship. This is an anime character then, right? Lands on a 3. Hi, Zump. Good to see you. I like almost everyone. Okay. So we're very positive here. Now, who is the most valued person in our life? Zump! Exclamation point 1d10, please. Hi, Thantos. Zump tells us 7. A teacher or mentor? Alright, Zump, to specify, I would like you to roll a d12. Exclamation point 1d12. If it's 1 through 6, it's a teacher. If it's 7 through 12, it's a mentor. And if you get a... no, that's weird. I don't know why the command didn't go off. Just try try a d6 then, Zump. Well, that one worked. Alright, so you are in the back half of that. So it is a 4, so this is a mentor. Now, what is our most valued possession? Thantos, exclamation point, 1d10. All right, it's either a reroll or your choice, Thantos, because you got the 11 on a d10. You got the 11 on a d10, so you tell me. You can either re-roll. You want 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. A photograph. Okay. Yep, it's a natural 11 on a d10. If anything, this is reminding you all that coins are actually 3-sided, just so you all know. While we often don't consider this to be a side, this is still a side of the coin. You know, often we're just like, oh, well, no, a coin is effectively a d2. No, there's a third side to a coin. Yep, got the edge. Now, what is our original family background? Who here has not yet rolled and would like to? There's probably some people in chat. I'm sorry if even if I've read what you typed, because maybe I lost track. Kragar, if you're still here. Or, let's see, who else might be here and hasn't rolled yet? Fluffy Sheep does not want to roll, but is probably lurking still. Twillis maybe is here? I don't know. But if you haven't rolled and would like to, speak up. You shall, and then you shall away. Okay, Kragar, I need a 1d10 roll, please. Yes, the coin is 1d2.01. GMV says, make Fluffy roll. I'm working, and I had to roll. Well, in all fairness, Fluffy said, Fluffy never said that he wasn't working or was working. All right, Kragar says 2, corporate managers. Well-to-do with large homes, safe neighborhoods, nice cars, etc. Sometimes your parents would hire servants, although this was rare. You had a mix of private and corporate education. All right, corporate managers. And what was our childhood environment like? Let's have... if no one else is speaking up here, I guess we could go for a round 2. Hey, have a good night, Kragar. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. We can go for round 2 for people, unless anyone out there hasn't rolled for a first time. Otherwise, Awkward Mancer, why don't you go back for your second helping and tell us what our childhood environment was like. Lands on a 1. Ran on the street with no adult supervision. We were one of those... we were one of those just like naked kids running around the neighborhood, right? and all the neighbors were like, why is there just like a naked kid just running, like just tearing down the sidewalk screaming like ah! like a Kermit the Frog just going nuts. A latchkey kid. Yeah, there you go, Heretic. Hey, Huff. Welcome back. It's a Creole neighborhood, says Awkward Mancer. Sounds like us kids from the 80s and before, says Thantos. Where did that naked kid get those mirrored shades? Yeah, probably saw him either on the side of the road or just, nicked him off of someone's porch or something. Yeah, our parents believe in free-range childhood. So they were very rich corporate type, but they can afford to have free-range children. So thinking of something in the 80s makes me want to play Tales from the Loop, says Embery. Thinking of kids in the 80s. Yep. That system captures that feeling, right? Huff. I would like you to type ! 1D10, please. And let us know our family crisis. You need a number 1 in there. ! 1D10. GMV says it takes a Creole village, because I ain't watching them. We have a 9. Your family is cursed with a hereditary feud that has lasted for generations. In a backwoods family? What? Family crisis. Hatfields versus McCoys. We're playing the feud, everyone. You said it was Dr. Gambit? All right. Now it is time... Oh, wait, do we have a life goal? Not yet. Enemies. Yeah, life goal is towards the end here. All right, do we have any friends? We're very friendly. But do we have, like, any really good friends? Or are we just friendly towards everyone evenly? Can I get Dingo Panic to roll a D10 in chat? We're going to subtract 7 and see if that leaves us with any friends. We have 3 friends. Oh, I love it. Let's go, everyone. And I would just like to say that this is a story that is absolutely telling itself. It writes itself. Our Aunt Petunia out to get our summer house, says Awkward Mancer. We have 3 whole friends. Well, I mean, they might be in parts, but we have 3 whole friends. Okay. So, GMV... Can I please get a 2D10 roll in chat? 2D10 from GMV. You think he should be nicknamed Flash? Well, we'll see where we end up in the dictionary. It lands on 6 and 9. All right, well here, let me give you a nice. We actually have a nice emote here. All right, so one of our friends is an old enemy, and the other is someone we know from the street. This is probably the other feral child running around naked in the neighborhood. And then I need another D10 roll from Bane. ! 1D10 Bane. Lands on a 6. Another... Ooh, wow. We are really good at friendship. We have 2 old enemies. Oh, you know what? Maybe we made up with some kids from the rival family. And so we're actually still friends. So, all right, so we have like a Sawyer and Finn, right? Our Medtech and this kid here were like the feral kids who would like go show off the dead cat that they found and think it's cool, or they'd poke the body in the stream with a stick or whatever. So we have a Tom Sawyer and a Huckleberry Finn, and then we have two old enemies. Probably these are kids from the rival family, and yet we're still strong. Yeah, we're still friends. It's the adults being stupid kind of thing. Story twist, all three of them were from the streets, but a couple started as enemies. Yeah, I'm still friends with that girl I used to know. She's from the Capulets. All right, now, do we have enemies beyond the other family? Let's find out. Jesus, I need a 1d10 roll, and we're going to subtract 7 from that. 1d10 roll, and let's subtract... We have 2 enemies. Na-na-na, na-na-na, rum pum pum pum, rum pum pum. Let's go, everyone. LETSGO, all capitals. Raven, thank you for the shout out to Phoenix Iwaki and OGL or OG Lava Kitten. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Hero Zone, everyone. We are in the middle of creating a completely randomized Cyberpunk Red character. Thank you for joining us here, and this is an interactive workshop. If you all want to participate in this, I need people to roll dice, and it just so happens you all can do so. 491 Phantom, hello, hi, howdy. Everyone, welcome over, and Phoenix, what was going on in your D&D game or other presentation tonight? What was happening in your corner of Twitch, my friend? Oh, the character we're making, absolutely. I'm delighted with this character, Dingo. And I hope that this just goes to prove, like, trust in the dice. The story will write itself. You don't have to worry over, oh, I don't know about this, or I can't think of inspiration. Let the story write itself. Yep, more followers slowly creeping towards that Tiamat. For all of you joining us, Raid and Ditch have to get up early tomorrow. Well, 491, thank you for doing so. And be well, my friend. For those of you who came over with Phoenix, I hope that you're not caught in an ad purgatory and that you're not hearing my voice. Oh, no. Welcome to you. And what was brought up by Sierra Echo is once we hit 4,000 followers, I am going to be giving away a gargantuan pre-painted Tiamat miniature with free shipping to a U.S. address. That's a $400 mini with free domestic shipping. Though if you end up winning it and you need it shipped outside the U.S., you will be responsible for that shipping. But in the grand scheme, it's not going to cost you $400. Fun session of Candlekeep Mysteries dealing with cult shenaniganery. Well, hey, if there's going to be shenanigans, Phoenix, today is the day to do so. Well, I'm in the Eastern time zone in Ohio, so it's technically after St. Patrick's Day. But for those of you who aren't, it is still shenanigans time. And I super appreciate you sharing your mysteries and your fun, and you're welcome to detail. If you want to give a highlight, what goes on in your channel, you're allowed to talk about it here. I am all for helping to support other streamers, Phoenix. Yes, a gargantuan miniature, much like a jumbo shrimp. Called a mini, but no, it's not. It's about the size of a house cat. Jesus. Awkward Mancer says a tsundere kid trying to pass off as cool and intellectual in their mirror shades, but most of their friends started out as their enemies. You know who that reminds me of? Minus the mirror shades. What's the student's name from Soul Eater? It's like Death's kid who wears the suit and has the uneven hair despite liking everything to be even. Kind of reminds me like of that character. Now, 2 enemies were rolled for us. I guess we can't have friends without enemies here. And Phoenix, do you have a minute? Can you help us determine some of this character's enemies? Let's get some music turned back on as well here. Thank you kindly, D&D and other TTRPGs, charity streams, special guests, community events, etc. 4 streams a week right now. Phoenix, hey, thank you then for leaving a fingerprint, or I guess maybe a feather imprint as the legendary bird on this character. Phoenix, would you please type exclamation point 2d10? Almost. There we go. All right, we got it. A 4 and a 2. Our first enemy is a childhood enemy. And number 2, caused the loss of a lover, friend, or relative. Ooh, this is writing itself here. Phoenix, will you please type exclamation point 1d3? Yep, that is close to another one. Jesus. I mean, there's 42, and then people can add something else to it. 2. Caused the loss of a friend. Alright, now, I don't know, I forget exactly how long the dice cooldown is. Phoenix, can you please type exclamation point 2d20 this time, and we'll just cut them in half for a d10. Kids on bikes imported straight into Cyberpunk, says Awkward Mancer. Yeah, all of them used to be in a kid, like the neighborhood gang kind of a thing. Lands on alright, so that's a 7 and a 1. Okay, so 7, what can they throw at us? The local cops or other lawmen? And then, Sweet Revenge here. You had a 1 to 2. What are you or they going to do about it? Avoid the scum. Alright, so Phoenix says one of our 2 enemies is a childhood enemy who actually caused the loss of a friend. This enemy can throw the local cops at us, whether they're governmental, corpo, or whatever, can throw some sort of enforcement at us. And if we see this person, we avoid them, if at all possible. All right, Sierra Echo, are you still here? Sierra Echo, I would like 2d10 from you, please. This is your birthday celebration. You also had a big event in the channel earlier that I appreciate. I want you to tell me the history of this other villain. 6 and 4. This is a person we work for. So, like, a boss, kind of. So we have an enemy of someone we work for. And what caused it? Who's been wronged? Who's been wronged? Accused the other of cowardice or some other major personal flaw. Accused of being lacking. So if we have a Medtech, this could be that classic, you didn't follow the rule book, you let that person die. And that's stuck with us. Now, what can they throw at us? Sierra Echo, exclamation point 2D20, please. And we'll just cut those in half. Yeah, I needed his organs for my friends. Yeah, or you did follow the book and not what I told you to do as your boss. 5 and a 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we go. We have a 3 and a 3. So that is going to be, what can they throw at us? Just themselves and a close friend. And our other 3, Sweet Revenge. It's not really ugly until the bad blood between you and your enemies finally comes to the surface. When you meet, the metal is going to shred. So what's going to go down when they get back in your face? Go into a murderous rage and try to physically rip their face off. We're just going to call this face-off. We are going to have a face off. Phoenix, thank you again for the raid. I hope you had an amazing night solving mysteries. Thank you again for coming to us here at the Hero Zone to raid. I super duper appreciate it, my friend. I'm going to give you much love. Thank you very much, Phoenix Iwaki. Wasn't that the name of a movie? Let's not bring legalities into stuff, Thantos. Come on now. Now, while we're here, well, we have 3 friends. We have 2 enemies. Do we have any tragic love affairs? And to help us determine that, let's see, who do we have? 491 unfortunately had to bounce. Is there anyone else here from Phoenix's raid that would like to roll for this? Let me know. Otherwise, Ravenstar, are you around? Yep, there's the girl from the Capulets. Yeah, it was face/off. So, alright, I guess we don't have Raven. Is there someone... Noctis! Noctis, you're here. Noctis Silence, can I please have a 1d10 roll in chat? You gotta get that 1 in there. There we go. Lands on a 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. Well, I guess we didn't at least have a tragic love of some variety. We just have friends and enemies, but we don't have a tragic love. So, I'm putting a 0 there just to show that, like, we rolled it and that's taken care of. Now, what is our life goal? Is there someone... Blood and Pavement, I think you've only rolled once. Can I get a 1d10 roll in chat, please? No, none, Dingo. The first could have been. Lands on a 3. Get off the street no matter what it takes. All right. We're going to do everything we can to get out of this life that we found ourselves in. Yep. At any cost. Now, there's one extra life path that we need to run through, and that is specifically for the Medtech. What kind of Medtech are you? Roll 1d10 or work with your GM to choose one. Let's find out through a random roll. And that random roll is going to... Who's not... Huff, are you still here? Huff, if you're here, can I get a 1d10 from you? Exclamation point 1d10. Lands on a 9. We are a body sculptor. Okay. We are a body sculptor. Got a partner or do you work alone? Choose either. Got a partner or work alone? Let's find out. I guess this can be a... This is going to be a possibly 3d6 roll. So, I'll tell you what, Awkward Mancer, I want to lift your spirits a little bit. I would like you to roll 3d6 in chat. The first d6 is going to be odds or evens, partner, or work alone, respectively. Then the other d6s are going to determine everything else from the charts. So we have a 1, a 3, and a 3. So we do have a partner. Tell us about your partner. Oh, a possible romantic partner. And what is our workplace like? That was also a 3. Your cryo equipment is also used to cool drinks. Aha! The bartender, everyone! The bartender! The magic of It Writes Itself is here. Well, Awkward Mancer, you know, even not just bartending, but even the snack bar is closed ever since the Thin Mint incident. And if any of you know what I'm talking about, you're old. Who are our main clients, and where do we get our supplies? Let's have... who hasn't rolled in a little while here? Dingo Panic? I think that... Has it been a while for you? OG Lava Kitten, are you still here by chance? Because I don't think you've rolled at all. If you're still here, Lava Kitten. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. It was a junior mint, not a thin mint. It was a junior mint, Sierra. It's been a while. Yep. Yeah, I know. You added yourself, Sierra. All right. Let's have Heretic Trance roll 1d6. And let's have Dingo Panic wait just a moment. And then after Heretic Trance, Dingo, you can roll a d6. But there's a little bit of a cooldown, so give it just a moment here. It lands on a 4. Our main clients are local solos or other combat types who use you for medical help. All right, Dingo, yours stops on a 2. And we get our supplies. We strip parts from bodies after firefights. So we're kind of ghoulish in that regard. We recycle, right? Free loot and ammo. And unfortunately, because we're trying to get off the streets, we really can't turn anything down. So even when like a booster ganger falls in combat, look, if the item is white, even gray, like, I mean, a blue drop would be great, but we'll take grays and whites at this point because we need everything that we can get. Yeah, I love free stuff. It's like normal stuff, but free. Yeah, vendor trash is sellable. All right, now, the last thing that we'll do in this part of character creation we need our stats. So I'm going to go back to here. And in the past 2 have been a street rat, which is a template. The template is just roll a d10 and go straight across. Edge runner is roll a d10 10 times per column. In the complete package, because we have an absolute unit, we are the complete package here. When using complete package, or as an option, your GM will give you a specific number of points with which to generate your character's stats, normally 62. The only limit is that no stat may be higher than 8 or lower than 2, and we strongly suggest that GMs start their players on the starting character rank, and that is 4. But we've also included point values for both higher and lower characters based on the loose ranking system we used in previous editions of Cyberpunk. Once again, we caution GMs to stick to the starting character version unless they're positively sure and want to change the play balance of their games, but hey, it's your funeral. All right, we get 62 points that we get to put into our stats. Now, the easiest way to do that is to go like this. We're just going to put 6 in everything. And then we get an extra 2, right? There's 10 stats. Now, a lot of what we're going to be doing is off of tech. We probably want our tech at 8. So right there, that's 62. Now, if we don't want a completely average person, because some things can be lower, can go down as low as 2, we can move these points around. So, for example, if we wanted to reduce down our reflexes, let's say we reduce our reflexes and our dex to 5, that is an extra 2 points. We are super friendly with people. We are very social, given everything. So why don't we actually do this? Put tech and cool. Whoops, at 8. Ooh, doggies. Hey, Australius, good to see you. I feel this character's name should be Necromancer in Leet speak. Okay, hey, Blood and Pavement, thank you for hanging out with us. So let's take a look at our character. Where should we move our stats around? We are intellectual and detached. We're very social. We ran free. We probably have a high evasion. Maybe we're not so good at swinging weapons. Maybe our dex is lower. Although evasion is off of dex. Well, never mind that. Or we could always make evasion as a skill higher as well. Like, we don't have to max out our stats here. We are intellectual, so actually let's do this. Let's put tech at 7 and int at 7. Let's drop our move to 5 and put our body at 5. Let's increase our luck to 7 and our will to 7. And in fact, we should probably swap the 7 and the 8 because we do need our tech. We're pretty cool. We may be intellectual, but we're not nearly detached as we pretend to be. So it would be like a awkward mancer. It's probably something like a clinical detachment, where when we're working, it is super serious mode. Like, we are super serial. And it's a clinical detachment that we have to carry and that we do have to project to people, even though we may still have a very high empathy. Yeah, so we're intellectual and we have a very good clinical detachment. Now, I don't know about our will being so high. Are we more of an enduring person? Can we resist torture and drugs? I mean, we do know the body. We do body sculpt. Maybe that is better than actually just body itself. Yep. Half Gambit, half Grave Robber from Repo, the Genetic Opera. Hi, Simba. Good to see you. I'm going to drop our luck to 6. I'm going to increase our empathy to 7 because we can at least have a semblance of a bedside manner, even if we're going to be very blunt about things. We're probably... We might not be much of a pew-pew person. Let's reduce down our reflexes. We're going to drop that to a 4 and put our dex up to a 6. Now, we can go as low as a 2 if we really wanted to. If we said something is absolutely a dump stat, I mean, we could drop it all the way to 2 if we really wanted to. But it doesn't hurt in some instances to keep things a little bit more well-rounded here. I don't know. This seems okay. And let's just double check our points. 11, 17, 25, 32, 39, 45, 50, 55, and here we go. And 62, we still managed to keep everything. So there we go. Those are our stats. Yeah, less reflex, more dex. I mean, maybe this is our dump stat. We're just not good with reflex. We could even do that and pump our dex up one more higher if we really wanted to. Drop another move and put it into int. Okay. Now, if we go with these stats, these are going to be our derived statistics. Our hit points have a formula of 10 plus 5 times body and will averaged, rounding up. You can just use the chart that's there. Our will is 7, our body is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 is here because there's not a 1. We have 40 hit points, which means that our seriously wounded value is 20 and our death save is 5. Now, our humanity is simply 10 times our empathy. And that is going to be 70. Okay. So now we have our... Oh, you know what? There's one more thing we have to do, everyone. We need to go to our life path, because what we choose here can give us some extra skills. That's on like the 140s. Well, let's go. Let's use the. There we go. Yeah, 142. Medtech. All right, so we get 4 ranks to put into things. These are our options, and let's listen to what is available given who this character is. Surgery. For every point you allocate to surgery, you gain 2 points in the surgery skill up to a maximum of 10. The surgery skill is the tech skill used to treat the most severe critical injuries, as well as implant cyberware, and is only available to medtechs through this medicine specialty. Medical tech, pharmaceuticals. For every point you allocate to medical tech pharmaceuticals, you gain 1 point in the medical tech skill. The medical tech skill is the tech skill used to operate, understand, and repair, as other non-vehicle tech skills, medical machinery. This skill is not only available, or is only available to medtechs, and only through either this medicine specialty or cryosystem operation. You can only put a maximum of 5 points into this specialty. Each time you allocate a point into pharmaceuticals, you also gain access to one of the following pharmaceuticals, which your character can synthesize by rolling a DV13 medical tech check, wasting the materials used on a failure. A medtech can make a number of doses from 200 Eurobucks of materials equal to their medical tech skill in 1 hour. You can't synthesize street drugs with medical tech pharmaceuticals. So these are some drugs that we can make. Applying a single dose of a drug to a target takes an action. If the target is unwilling, the medtech can use their action to attempt to make a single melee weapon attack with their air hypo against the target that administers a single dose to the target on a hit instead of dealing damage. Or we go medtech or medical tech cryosystem operation. For every point you allocate into medical tech cryosystem operation, you gain 1 point in the medical tech skill. The medical tech skill is the tech skill used to operate, understand, and repair medical machinery. This skill is only available to medtechs and only through either this medicine specialty or pharmaceuticals. You can only put a maximum of 5 points into this specialty. When you allocate points into cryosystem operation, you also gain a benefit as detailed below. With 1 point, you gain 1 cryo pump. With 2, your 2 points in cryosystem operation, you become a registered cryotank technician and gain unlimited 24/7 access to one cryotank at a time at any cryotank facility operated by medical corporations or government agencies. With 3 points in cryosystem operation, you gain one cryotank installed in a room of your choosing. With 4 points in cryosystem operation, you gain 2 more cryotanks that can fit in the same room as your first one, and your cryo pump has 2 charges, and its maximum carrying capacity increases to 2 people in stasis. Now, so we have 4 ranks that we can distribute throughout these 3. Now, one more thing. The medical section contains additional uses for both the surgery and medical tech skills, which are only available to medtechs through this role ability. These include cyberware installation and harvesting, body sculpting, and therapy. Body sculpting. While you are in the hospital getting some work done for bullet-related injuries, why not put up a couple of EB to get a whole new look? The art of body sculpting has undergone a renaissance of sorts in the time of the Red, as the low cost of vat-grown clone tissue has made body sculpting financially attainable for segments of the population for whom it was previously out of reach. Accessibility has led to innovation in the practice. Skin cancer is now no longer an issue, and humanity loss from most biosculpting has been eliminated with the introduction of more lifelike tissues. With the cost of materials being so low, street-level providers like The Body Shop and Docs R Us have more freely experimented with what is possible with body sculpting, competing to seasonally reinvent the landscape. It is no longer possible to identify a body-sculpted human from a natural one by sight alone. It is much easier to assume that the most attractive person in a room is probably body sculpted. Exotic body sculpting, truly fantastic body sculpt jobs that emphasize alien or inhuman features like whiskers, muzzles, manes, reptilian skin, fur, tails, hooves, antennae, claws, fins, and paws have also become cheaper and more available. Exotic body sculpting, however, causes humanity loss due to its extreme effects and represents a fringe practice in society, being the provenance of animal motif gangs and other close-knit enthusiast groups. Exotics, people who get exotic body sculpt jobs, typically also get cyberware to augment their abilities to bring them in line with their new form. A skilled medtech can perform body sculpting surgeries on their own. These procedures take 4 hours and, if failed, destroy the materials required for the surgery and waste 2 hours of operating time. So it seems like surgery is going to be pretty important. I might be able to find it, Jesus. I see your comment above. I don't want to bring supplements into this because I want to keep it just to the core book. It's good for people to know that it's a free download and that it's out there. I don't want to complicate things by bringing in a bunch of extra materials to cross-reference. So I appreciate the suggestion. For purposes of the exercise in the workshop, I want to keep it just core rulebook only. But that is good to know. And hello, Rosewolf. Heretic Trans says, cat girls with cyber psychosis. Yep, well. And they'll get into cat fights, apparently. So why don't we do this? It seems like we have a good case to maybe split between surgery and cryo. Does that sound good to you all? 2 and 2? That'll give us 4 points in surgery, and then 2 points in cryo. We have access to 1 cryo tank at a time at any facility. Yeah, 2 and 2? Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on a moment, everyone. Break it down. You ready? And we are being rated by 20 sides to every story. Coming in strong with a rate of 12. Thank you very much, Raiders. And let me give you a shout out. Thank you. Shout out to 20 sides to every story. Hey, first time on both. All right. And 20 sides. What was going on? What was going on over in your corner of role playing on Twitch? What was going on? And Tux, hello, welcome to the Hero Zone. Thank you for joining us here. Now the surgery, that's going to give us 4 points in the surgery skill. Let's see here. I think this might be its own skill here. I'm not seeing it on the sheet. Unless for some reason we put it under play instrument for tech. Instrument, flesh. Let's just make a note that we have surgery skill 4. And we'll come back to it here. Hello, Sugar Plum Bubble Yum. They were community campaigning against the forces of elemental evil. Aha! And has this been... what is the, I guess, the overall progress? Is this just beginning? You think it's reaching a dramatic, climax of things? Is this something that is it kind of a homebrew take? Is it a retelling of the older version of the mod, or is this the updated one? Tux, you are absolutely welcome to talk about that stuff here. All right, well, with that, we have done the first part of our character creation. That was our role. roll ability, our life path, and our stats. Now, I'm going to get up. I'm going to take a quick break, everyone. Tux, you and others from 20 Sides to Every Story, number 1, welcome again. 2, please talk about what's going on over in that corner of Twitch. I got to get up and walk around because I've been sitting here for a while, and I don't want to be quite as sedentary. So, you got to get the blood moving here. I'll be back in maybe about 10 minutes or so. And then if any of you want capsules, we'll get capsules, and then we'll get back into it, and we're going to go into skills and equipment. And thank you for lurking, Sierra. Happy birthday to you again. Sierra, you're looking mighty sensuous. Since you was up, can you get me a... Now, you know what? I'll get my own soda. I'm getting up anyway.